Yo, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. What's up, 240? Good morning. So guys, basically what I'm doing today is, well, the other day I've noticed when I'm driving around the 240, I'm making some noise right here. It's always something with the 240, always. But I just realized when I first got these wheels, they were rubbing on the coils. So we added a small spacer right here. And you guys can see, and it stopped. And recently, I went to Vex. It's not their fault, it's not their fault. They added +4 camber, not knowing that I was gonna rub on something. But yeah, so now that it has +4 camber in the front, it's basically pushed back in, and now it's basically, this spacer is useless. It's rubbing on the coils. Every time I turn, it's making a noise. So hopefully I can show you guys right now by going up and down the driveway. So yeah, that's what we're doing today. Hope everyone's having a great week. We actually missed trash day, and now we're backed up on trash all over again. So, oh well. So let me see if I can get that grinding noise for you guys right now. Well, I hope you guys heard something. I don't know if the camera picked it up, but it's obvious. It's rubbing really bad, and I hate driving like that. So the inner barrel is rubbing right there, right back there. Kevin and Jude always ordering Uber Eats. Kevin, Kevin, where's Kevin, Jude? Kevin, Kevin, your food. Your food there. Okay, so I did some research online. Basically, your coils, they have these 2 bolts right here. I think you only see one, but there's another one down here. And I believe the top one is an oval shape, and you can loosen this and pull the coils out so you could zero out the camber, and basically just tighten it back in. So that's what I'm doing today. When I was at Vex, I don't think Jay messed with the top piece to adjust the camber. I'll check it right now, but I think all they did was adjust the bottom. So that's what we're doing today. Just pull into the garage and let's get to work. You know what, the wheels don't even have to come off. I could probably reach those 2 bolts from underneath the car. So let's go see what we have to deal with. Alright guys, so here's the 2 bolts right there. I believe the top one is the oval shaped one, so that's the one I need to loosen. Actually, I need to loosen up both of them, and then pull it out, zero out the camber, and then we should not be rubbing anymore. And if you look right here, look how close it is to the springs right here. So let's go and adjust that. Alright guys, if you guys look at it right now, slight camber, gotta fix that. Check the other side. Same thing, but you know what? I think this side is toeing out a little bit. Just kidding, my wheel's not straight. You know what? I'm just gonna take out the wheel so I could give you guys better angles, so you guys have a clearer idea of what I'm talking about. Perfect. So you guys see this gap right here? If I pull this bolt all the way out, that should zero out my camber. Hopefully it zeroes it out, because I'm at negative. I'm at +4 right now, so hopefully if I pull this out, it'll go back down to 0, and I can stop rubbing onto this, because every time I just drive, it sounds super cringe. Like I don't like it. Now we're gonna go loosen up the bottom piece right there. We're gonna loosen that up just so it could move freely, and yeah. So all right, so the bottom is loose. Stick the wrench in here. Let's see if it comes up. Oh, see, there you go. So I'm gonna show you guys one more time. Earlier it was all the way in here. You kind of push it in, and that adjusts the camber a little bit. So I guess right now it's +4. Now it's zeroed out. I hope. So let's go ahead and tighten back in. Put the wheel on and see if it's any better. So again, it was originally pushed all the way in. I'm gonna pull it all the way out and then put the bolt back on. And then throw the tire on. I'm just gonna eyeball it and just hope it's straight. I thought this was gonna be a lot more complicated than just taking bolts out and putting it back on. Super easy so far. So again, let's pull this all the way out, lock it in place, and go drive around the block and see if it's still rubbing. Oops. To be honest guys, if you guys want to pick up a project car, get something old, 240, Miata, whatever, it's the best way to learn anything about it. If you're trying to get into a project, you know, building a project car, because, you know, take it from me, because if let's say you brought a brand new car like a BRZ something, it's like, it's much more harder to like really work on it, especially if you're a noob like me. But if you're a professional, well, by all means, get whatever you want. But I'm learning a lot about this 240. I should pick up a rotary next or something like that. Or FC. One of my dream cars. Make sure that shit's in tight. Alright, so there's no way of knowing if it's zeroed out or not until you throw the wheel on. So let's do that and hope for the best. Does it still have any camber? It looks like it has a little bit. I'm gonna need a little camber when I drop it because the wheel's not clearing, but that's gonna be a problem for future me. But for now, I have like this much clearance on the back. So that's very good news. Let me check on, I'm pretty sure the other side's the same thing. Let's just go check on it. Guys, everything is coming back to me now. Well, basically what's happening is this side, zero camber, and it clears. And if you look on this side, positive 4 camber, and it clears.
Did someone say camber? The camber at, bro?
Alright, Christian, so here's what happened.
What happened?
So the other side is rubbing, my inner barrel is rubbing onto the springs.
Of the rim.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
So right here. So basically I went over there and I took out the bolts on the
top?
the bottom
the bottom of the lower mount.
Yeah, the lower mount. So I basically loosened it and I pulled it, straightened it out.
Okay.
And then
so I'm assuming you already did that for the top bolt.
What top bolt?
Because you're usually supposed to do that for the top camber bolt. That's usually
No, I didn't mess with anything down here, up here.
Yeah, yeah.
There's 2 bolts on the bottom.
Yeah, so you know how there's a top bolt and a bottom bolt?
Yeah, the top one is an oval shaped.
Yeah, so usually that's the one that you use to adjust camber.
Yeah.
The bottom one usually is solid straight through. You're right though, you could add a camber bolt on the bottom to give yourself more adjustment. Usually cars though, they only adjust the top, but if you want, you can adjust the top and bottom if you buy a camber bolt for the bottom. So in case you guys, if new subscribers, you know, didn't know that, now you know. If you don't know, now you know.
No, but here's the weird thing though. So I adjusted the bottom, right?
Yeah.
Now it's zeroed out, it's zero camber, and then now it clears because I was having a rubbing issue on this side.
Yeah.
I went on this side and I checked. It has positive 4 camber, but it clears. And then I looked on top on this, what do you call this again? I forgot. The top hat, whatever.
This is called the top hat.
Yeah. See, this side is all the way in. And that side is not all the way in.
Yes, so that is the thing when you have I believe it's called a McPherson strut, right? So when you have a McPherson strut design with the top and bottom bolt that adjusts as camber on the knuckle, correct me guys if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure it's called a McPherson strut, but usually when you have that, you have 2 factors that adjust camber. So if the bolts and the top hats aren't necessarily aligned, you're gonna have one that's gonna have more adjustment than the other, right? So when you think about it, if you have 2 factors and then one of them's off, you might end up having to adjust this more just to match the other side. You know, you know what I mean?
So these don't ever have to be the same.
It doesn't have to, but as far as performance, I think it matters.
Sure.
Because
Okay.
I feel like the angle of the strut
makes sense.
your steering.
Yeah.
Right. So if you can keep this the same, like the adjustment on the top hat the same, that would be ideal. And then from there on, use your bolts if you need to just fine tune.
Yeah. No, but here's the thing though. When I was at Vex, they were trying to adjust the lower control arms or something like that. This side was seized and it wasn't able to move, so that he kind of just left it alone. So I don't know if he was trying to make adjustments so that they can.
Yeah. So yeah, you're probably right. So what he did was, do you have aftermarket lower control arms, or was he able to adjust the stock one?
No, it's I think they're aftermarket. It's the red ones right there. All right. those lower control arms? Adjustable lower control arms? Yeah.
That is the tension rod.
Tension rod's done.
So that
prevents
affects your caster.
From, yeah.
Yeah. So that'll basically change your angle of steering as far as like how it gives your steering feel a more pivoting. I don't know how to say it. Yeah, like a pivoting like movement. So that's when you have like a higher degree of caster, you can allow the steering wheel to kind of flow and transition, which is really nice.
But the fact that he wasn't able to adjust that, do you think that affected the way he had to do the toggle?
Yeah. I mean, if your caster's off, your caster's off. Usually, I mean, I'm pretty sure it affects the camber and toe a little bit, but mainly it's just supposed to like affect your angle of the strut positioning, so you get more like, so your wheels turn like this instead of just straight like that. Makes sense?
Okay.
So
I mean, what I'm left off now is positive camber, and over here +4. It's so weird.
Yeah.
I wish I could match it, but I don't know what I'm doing. All right.
But yeah, dude.
Well, I guess I'm gonna just have to go pick up some new tension rods and then go back to Jay for a new alignment. For now, I guess I have to run this positive 0 camber and then positive for looking all funky and shit.
Yeah, it's all good though.
But oh well, at least I'm not rubbing.
Yeah.
Well, let's see if it still rubs. I'm gonna put the car down and see if it clears. You know, I'm pretty damn sure it's not gonna rub. All right, guys, there you have it. Shout out to Christian for knowing everything and helping me out. The homies are always showing me everything. To be honest, everybody in this group has a knowledge of something. Like Tony knows how to bondo, knows how to paint. You know, the Kevin and Son, they know a lot about fitment stuff. And Randy just has experience. He's kind of like me. We kind of just go with the flow and do everything. And yeah, Christian just knows everything. So yeah. So today, basically, I guess that's my next step. Pick up some new tension rods, and I think he said camber something. Camber bolts, something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and order those right away, and I'm just gonna have to run this for now. All right, guys, I'm pretty sure I'm not gonna get that noise anymore, the little grinding noise or the rubbing noise, but you know how 240s are. As soon as you fix an issue, something else occurs. So I'm gonna go ahead and drive it around, see if I can hear anything else, and I'm gonna try to fix it. Alright guys, so it doesn't make any noise anymore. Super happy about that, and I don't hear anything else wrong with the 240 besides the squeaking noise right here, because when you take out the bumper like 3 times and you try to put it back in, eventually you're gonna strip something. So this is one bolt up here that's not, it's not secured up here, so it's making this noise. So that's nothing to be worried about. 240 runs fine for now. So that's all I had planned for today. Don't want to end the vlog yet, so let's go fuck around. All right, so Thomas wants to go take some pictures for his Instagram, but we're taking my car, so I'm gonna go figure something out. Okay, I got Roy's old mattress. I also got this blanket thing. Yo, this is actually pretty comfortable. I don't really like taking people, so I'll probably just not put a passenger seat, but I could just like sleep on my car like this. This is dope. I like this. Feels nice. Anyways, yeah, let's go. Hey, Thomas, you want to test out my new seats?
Yeah, get new seats.
We're gonna check it out. Randy, come test it out real quick.
Yeah.
Lay down.
Oh yeah. Back is kind of comfy, but I sat down too hard. This is kind of this is for like 7 foot tall people. Well, I mean, guys, if you fuck spider, gotcha, baby.
Sick ass.
What?
It's pretty comfortable, huh?
Not gonna let him make a fucking webbing, baby.
What the fuck is that?
That's where I'm gonna sleep.
I'm right with Bill when we go SoCal next time.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, a trip to SoCal like this is sick.
What's under it?
Let me
just
take this.
blankets?
Yeah, dry my hair. You dry my feet here.
Blankets and stuff, yeah.
Nah,
Nah, I'm just kidding. That's pretty
I'm
comfortable.
laying here.
But Thomas can't mess up his hair, so I don't know. Don't worry, it's all clean.
Oh! I told you the same thing happened to me. It's hella hard up.
Yeah, they're here. These whole stuff.
I might have to take that out.
Dude, you got sex in here now. Okay, let's test it out.
Test out. Who got that good dick?
Oh yeah! Thomas, don't got that good D. I don't want seconds. Sam, you really could buck it at 240 now. Third. Third.
All right, so where are we going, guys?
Wherever you want to go. Let's go.
All right, let's out. We out. Let's out.
Damn, look at the view. Fuck on my hair. Let's go back. Let's get my car, yeah?
Alright, fine.
Let's go back.
But you look hella comfortable though.
Yeah, but my neck is hurting.
Alright, fine, let's go back. Dude, Thomas, if we get in an accident, you're fucking dead. There's no seatbelt.
I'm out. I'll jump out the window.
You fly out.
Before the impact. Time it correctly.
Alright, don't pull that. Don't pull that handle. It's broken.
Bruh.
Alright.
Later.
Later,
I'll
Thomas.
see you when we get there.
But yeah, guys, I'm gonna clean this up. Looks really trashy. It's not my style. I need to get some new seats ASAP. All right, so Thomas wants to take his picture right here, right next to this bridge or something. He's gonna do something funny for Instagram. Fire.
Trying to figure out how to get your car in it.
Thomas is such a model.
Thomas,
Look at this birthmark looking ass. Alright guys, Thomas's photo shoot took like 2 hours, but we're finally done. Let's go get some food because we're hungry. And we're gonna go to this place called Deli Hut. Beach Deli Hut is right by, it's near our place. But yeah, it's a good place.
Is that a free beer? Just kidding. Hella dumb, huh?
Drink all of it, dude, so you can have a sip.
I want to see me kill that whole beer right now.
What beer?
No, the subscribers are gonna have some beer right now. You get ready, guys? Get ready.
You just dip my lens in there like, oh my god.
Hold on. Oh wait, we gotta check all their IDs. It's okay, we believe you.
Feds come to my house like.
Just as I ate the chips over here.
You guys want a bite?
I do want my
Shit. You touched it.
I know I did.
Oh guys, look, it's a T-spot. Looks like it's getting to the end of the vlog. You guys want to say something to my subscribers? Like, comment, and subscribe. See you guys tomorrow. Right? Later. Just kidding, we're back, guys. Me and Randy go right around on the ground. Vlog's not over yet. We're still doing stupid shit.
There we go. It's better when your feet's all the way up.
Hey, Jay. Dude, it's kind of gay.
It is kind of gay. We fucking drive up though. Hold on, baby. I'm gonna take you for the ride of your life.
What's over here?
Oh, fucking
Gotta pull my hat down. Gotta fly off.
Oh, your hat? Oh yeah, we're going too fast, huh?
Wait, don't gas, don't gas it. Don't gas.
Why are you wearing a hat while we're on the motorcycle? What the fuck?
Because we don't got helmets.
Oh, there we go.
Which way are we going? Are we going main road?
Hmm?
Huh?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, there's cops. Let's go off-roading out there.
Honestly, we can.
Oh shit.
Alright, hold on to me, baby. We're going up. We're going uphill, baby.
Well, that was fun, but every time Randy steps on the brakes, I was basically sticking it in his butt. But other than that, that was a nice,
That was a nice ass.
Whose drink is that?
That was mine.
Leave it on my car, you dirty bitch. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the vlog right now. Later.
Later!